All right, folks, welcome to the Taylor Tax Show, the podcast that helps highly paid, highly taxed, high profile, high net worth, and ultra high net worth taxpayers save a bunch on taxes legally and perennially. My name is Terrence Taylor. I'm the co-founder of Taylor Tax. I'm an enrolled agent and I have my MBA from Harvard Business School. This is my partner, Big Al Darnell Jr. So what's up, Big Al?
What's going on, everybody? I'm Big Al, and I love my mama.
Big Al's also an enrolled agent and has his MBA. So this is episode 46, and today we want to give you a slight overview of some of the clients we've been working with without naming names and giving any identifying details, but just to share the types of tax challenges people face and how we're able to give them strategies to help them to resolve those tax challenges and save a bunch of taxes legally and perennially. And also to give you a little bit of a preview of something we're putting together called the Taylor Tax Retreat, where we're going to be helping clients who come and spend time with us over a 2-day period save a bunch on their taxes to get 10x or 20x return. So Big Al, we do pause for family. So folks, you can see Big Al has a beautiful daughter getting something behind him. Let's jump. Let's jump right in, Big Al. We want to keep this short and sweet. So, who's been your favorite client that we've worked with in terms of the challenge that they brought and what we've been able to do to help them?
One that we just recently got, I'll say one of our newest signees. So far, maybe because we haven't gone through the full cycle with them yet, but everything's at the beginning. But yeah, she and her husband are probably my favorite right now, just because this is like, they're literally a blank slate of opportunity. They've paid over $1 million in taxes in 1 year, the most recent year. And I know that we can really craft a strong strategy to help them reduce that, like, by the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they're already starting to shift in the direction that we'd be advising anyway. So yeah, how about you?
Yeah, I also like that client a lot, and reason being also because we can help them through using things like starting their own business, helping them with real estate as an investment, because that's always such a powerful way to save taxes, especially when you have income coming in from a job. Also using life insurance strategies and also strategic gifting, including their own 501c3 potentially. So yeah, really exciting.
And they're into all of that. So it's a beautiful thing that I honestly think that we can help them with at least five out of the 7 levers of tax savings that you crafted a while back. So so what's one of the more challenging clients or situations? It didn't have to be a particular client. Situations with a client that we've dealt with, or that we've dealt with in the past year.
Well, one of our very first clients is someone who is doing exceptionally well financially, right? And I think we're legit, this person is going to be a billionaire if they're not already a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that they wanted to look at were ways that we could help them to make a decision about whether or not they should get particular form of travel, right? That would involve millions of dollars. And we looked at that for them, and we shared with them the opportunity that creates for them to do massive savings. And I actually learned a powerful lesson in working with this client, because this was an opportunity to start a business, if you will, where they could travel and they could also lease this particular, well, we may as well say it like this asset, right? This particular asset to others who may want to travel. And ultimately, they said something that stayed with me. They said, look, I think it's actually really a powerful strategy what you're sharing. I actually want to get a bit bigger though before I make that type of investment. So that was an eye opener. It's like, wow. Yeah. How about you?
Well, it was I guess client adjacent, so to say. So with us, with the strategies that we put together, we clearly don't do everything in the strategy. However, we have strategic partnerships with people that can implement aspects of private equity funds, foundations, and some of the other aspects, real estate in different companies or states and countries. But so we were on a phone call, and you already know what I'm about to say, and they had brought their CPA on the line.
Yes.
And the CPA didn't. Well, I'll say this: I was on the call right before Terrence got on, and I'm in there, happy-go-lucky, ready to, talk, because we actually requested the meeting with their CPA and them, and I was happy to engage jovially and talk about how we're going to work together to bring this great output to the client. But they came in there guns a-blazing, not asking questions, shooting first, asking questions later. And listen to me, after dodging a couple of bullets and not in the most, like terrific way, I started to pull my guns out as well. I started shooting as well. And right in the midst of this not even a standoff, in the midst of this shootout, Terrence hops in and graciously says, "Hey guys, let's introduce ourselves first." And that literally diffused everything. And after we introduced ourselves, because he didn't even give me the chance to introduce myself. He just went straight into why that makes no sense. Only stupidest thought, and that's triggered me. So Terrence came in, we introduced ourselves, and then he explained, first of all, thanks for that. It's a pleasure meeting you. First of all, we're on your team. We're not take any business away or to tell the client that we believe you misstepped in any way at all. You're here to enhance what you're already doing, and we thank you for what you're doing, and we want you to continue. That was one of the more challenging things, just because I don't know. I guess I got caught off guard, and it exposed, some immaturity I even had that I didn't realize was still so all up. So anyway, so that was probably a more challenging situation with client adjacent. Yeah.
Well, to defend you, Big Al, not that you need defending, but to defend you, it's kind of hard when someone's coming hard at you without like really giving you a chance to even introduce yourself. And and you came with the spirit of let's coordinate so we can do what's best for the client, and it didn't necessarily feel like that spirit was reciprocated. So Big Al, let's go to the clients that in terms of dollars and cents, like the biggest clients that you can remember us working with, in terms of like how much we were trying to either save them or like how much the strategy helped them to realize. So,
well, I'll tell you, it's two. One was the one that you were mentioning earlier, and I'll just say it. They were looking into buying a jet. And this was, and Terrence was gung ho on this thing. Terrence started doing a little research and figured out the depreciation aspects. And he took a couple of classes from Grant Cardone even before this. So he had already had it in his mind. Yeah, I've seen this work before. So anyway, they have a huge situation and on two different fronts. And I was literally like, we were both excited prospect how much we could preemptively help them and how much we can help a situation that is spanned 15 years in the past as well.
Right.
Crazy as that may sound, but there are ways, like, especially when you're talking about ultra high net worth taxpayers. Matter of fact, that's when I started finding out more and more details and interacting with the division of the IRS that is specifically for ultra high net worth, especially ultra high net worth foreign individuals that are trying to do business in America. So that was one, and the other one was the client to the situation I just talked about, where their CPA came in guns a-blazing, and the prospect there was we believed they had owed maybe around $4 million over a 3-year period. We believe that we can save them almost all $4 million of that dollars, at least $3 million, at least. And not saying that this is going to happen even in just like a 6-month to a year period. We know how the hiring works in the back and forth, but we're very confident that we could start that process on saving them about $3 million. And this is going to be a pretty close relationship. We actually flew out to meet with them. But no, those were probably two of the more exciting ones. And but yeah, how about you?
So that same client is looking at the jet, just as estate planning. So once we got the trust level to the stage where we could have the real conversation, and we showed them some strategies that easily will save them tens of millions of dollars. And I know in those conversations, the education and the strategy were appreciated and well received. And to your earlier point, as Taylor Tax, we come up with the strategies, and when it comes to implementation, we can be your one-stop shop, because we can find you the people to work with you on implementing, right? So that's what we specialize in. And then the other one is a family business that brings in over 25 million in revenues, and we realize that this particular business has opportunity to save massively on taxes for the individuals who are in the business through strategies including real estate and insurance. And so we're looking at the option of how to save each family member that's involved in the business, and there are 6 of them that we're working with, easily $500,000 each on taxes, or at least create the opportunity to wipe off $500,000 each in taxes. So just these are the types of stuff that we think about all the time, folks. So for those of you who have tax bills that are either, $500K plus, $1 million plus, and you want a way to save that amount in taxes, the Taylor Tax Strategy Retreat is for you. Something we're putting together. We're going to bring it to market in September. So we're giving you plenty of time to think this through. But imagine this: paying $50,000 to come in and get a plan that saves you a minimum of 10x of that amount, or potentially 20x, depending on what your bill is. So for business clients who are looking to save millions in taxes, or have situations where you need to pay million in taxes and you are looking for reasonable strategies to help you to reduce that, this is for you. For couples who are high net worth or ultra high net worth, and you're looking at ways to save a bunch on taxes legally and perennial, at least 10x of what the fee is, this is for you. All right, Big Al, take us home.
Well, yeah, thanks for being with us this long. I'm super excited about everything that's going on with our podcast and the tax landscape. We've got future podcasts where we'll be discussing, I'm not sure if you heard it, but Donald Trump was talking about making it so that anybody that made less than 150 grand doesn't have to file taxes. That's a whole conversation. We kind of touched upon this $5 million golden visa concept, and we'll discuss more about which foreigners would this even make sense for. What would that look like for their global tax situation? Because once you're now a part of the U.S. tax landscape, you're taxed on worldwide income, and there's a host of other things. So yeah, stay tuned, keep watching. Thanks for staying with us this long, and we can't wait to see you next time. Make sure that you check out Tax Strategies GPT, which is on the OpenAI platform. And we've got a new website coming out. We're going to tell you exactly when that launches so that you can go check it out. There'll be a lot of great information about us and the offerings that we have and give, and possibly even some of the strategic partnerships that we have. And And I think that's about it. We're happy to see you next time.
Yeah, folks. And if you want to reach out to either one of us at Taylor Tax, Big Al, BIGAL at TAYLORED TAX.ai, or Terrence, TERRENCE at TaylorTax.ai. All right. Thanks, folks. See you soon.
Cheers.